Hello my friends, today I would like to show you a really nice lineup of the watches. We have complete series of Vostok Amfibia Reef, first generation. I suppose they were introduced in 2009 or maybe a little bit earlier. Anyway, it was a try from a factory to produce more modern looking watch, and they did it really well. After the end of production, the orange and black version got really popular. People were even importing the watches from Europe back to Russia, and as you know, all of the watch was produced in China by some other factory, and except the movement. And I would like to show you all of the watches because I have got my hands recently on the black one and on the blue one. But we'll start with the orange one. First of all, I will just briefly show you the box. This is a box which is the same on all three watches. It comes with a bag, with Amfibia logo, new Amfibia logo. It comes with a really nice pillow, which is quite good in terms of quality. It's not as good as Seiko, but it's okay. Also, you have this manual. Normally, if you buy it outside of Europe, in Russia, they feel at the end when it was bought, the model number and so on. Here it's free because the orange one I bought back in 2012, and the watch itself, it was produced on 17th November 2010. The reference number for the orange yellow reef is 080517, and this watch is almost my favorite watch in the collection, and a lot of people try to get it. Here you have some history. They should have provided this booklet in English too. Well, here it is in English also, so it's two languages, and you see the complete lineup of the modern amphibians in this booklet: Black Sea, Scuba, Reef, Seaman, and so on. Also, you have some technical data. All of three watches have the same movement. It's Vostok Amfibia 2416B, 24th caliber, 31 G-volts, 19,800 oscillations per hour of the balance. It has central second hand. The accuracy varies from -20 to 60 seconds. It runs at least 30 hours. My watches run longer. It has a instant calendar, and you can switch the date quickly. Well, quickly, from 12 to 8 o'clock by turning the hour hand backwards. It's solved much better on the modern movements, and it has a shockproof balance. It's waterproof up to 200 atmospheres. It has a stainless steel case. It comes with a bracelet or with the strap with the leather strap, and they state that it runs 10 hours, but of course it will run longer if you take care of the watch. Here are the instructions on how to use the watch, how to find it, what is important. At the end you also have warranty rules and the addresses of the warranty workshops. Of course, no one from outside of Russia will ever use this, but they made it. I think they should have written the instructions on use and care of the watch also in English, not only the history of the factory. But this is a nice booklet, and you can use this watch as a present. Comes with a far better box than a normal classical $70 Vostok Amfibia watch. And yeah, let's have a look at the watch closely. This is the Orange Reef, a really popular and nice model. We will start with the bracelet. Bracelet is the same as on the modern version of Vostok Amfibia Reef. Well, it's a little bit better in terms of quality. Both bracelets are 20 millimeters wide. This bracelet will not fit on the modern Vostok Amfibia Reef, and it lines up with the case really nice. The case itself is glossy, the bracelet is brushed. It's quite long. I had to remove several links to make it fit. I like this original buckle with this Vostok Amfibia logo, new Amfibia logo. It has this fine adjustment in case you wanted to adjust it just a little bit without removing any link. The lock works perfectly. We have this special secure lock, just like all modern bracelets, and the bracelet sits just fine on the wrist. I like the quality of it a lot. From the pictures I saw from the modern Vostok Amfibia Reef, the bracelet is not as good, but the bracelet have an issue. I would call it an issue because it is produced to drills for the mounts, and those drills on this case and on the blue case are far too close to the case itself. What does it mean? It means if you put a strap, silicone or leather on the normal spring bars, it will be destroyed because the quality here of the case is almost the same as on the $70 Vostok Amfibia. So what I had to do, I had to put it on the curved spring bars. I will show you how it looks on the curved spring bar. This is a custom-made strap from yuranstraps. You can see some pictures on the right side. I think it looks just amazing, and I had a Hirsch carbon strap mounted on the watch as well, but it was destroyed as well because I didn't pay attention to this speciality. And this case in the black version is a little bit different because I think they saw that the strap is being destroyed and they made some adjustments on the case for the black Amfibia. On the black Amphibia, the drill holes for the mounts are a little bit closer to the end of the lugs, and that's why it doesn't get damaged. Okay, let's look at the dial. First of all, just look how bright it glows in the dark. The whole dial glows. Dial is not too overloaded with information. It has Amphibia encryption, reef encryption, automatic, 200 meters. I like the orange numbers every 5 minutes to indicate minutes or seconds. Also, I like the black markings for the seconds or minutes, as you call it. And the hands are really nice. The quality of the hands is good too. And this watch has a mineral crystal. Let's look at the crystal. It's almost flat. It gets scratched easily too, but it cannot be polished like a classical Amphibia because it's mineral crystal. This guy had a really big scratch, and I sent this watch to my fellow and he removed the crystal and he somehow heated the crystal, and the opacity of the crystal got better. It's different from the stock crystal on the Vostok Amfibia Reef, and it looks almost like a sapphire, and it's not so bad in terms of scratch protection as a normal mineral glass. And for the modern watches, of course, this looks pretty simple and outdated because modern watches have a sapphire crystal. They have much better lume, and the quality of the markings and the dots is okay, but if you look closely, you will see that those white dots are not exactly centered on the places they should be at. I like the fact that the watch has a calendar and it doesn't have a frame. I also like a lot that the numbers on the calendar wheel are thicker than the normal amphibia you buy in a shop. It doesn't have any magnifying glass, but numbers are big enough, I think. Of course, modern dials have something like glowing numbers or markers on the bezel. And yeah, let's get to the bezel. Bezel is one directional, really nice bezel. It doesn't have so many clicks, not 120, I think it's 60 or 90. So as you see, it is not up to the modern standards. It has some minor scratches on the aluminium inlay. It's a really nice orange color, but well, if you get this damage, then it will be really difficult to get some spare parts. And after all, it's still one of my favorite watches. Let's have a look on the crown. It's protected by the case a little bit. It has this nice Vostok Amfibia logo. The crown is really easy to operate. It's not too flat. It's really easy to use, and we have some scratches on the back. Caseback is also quite massive. It has Vostok watchmakers incorporated encryption, and also stainless steel, water resistant to 200 meters. This amphibia logo. It doesn't have anything like a serial number, which is a shame. Of course, the movement is like a Russian roulette. Can be good, can be bad. I had luck because this movement just outperforms in terms of accuracy a lot of my watches, which are much more expensive. This watch was with me in a lot of places. It traveled a lot around the world because I like to take it on a vacation for diving, but on one vacation it was not waterproof anymore, and it came out after the inspection by my watchmaker that the crown leaked water. It's because of bad seal, and of course I could recover the watch. It didn't get too much water inside, but from now on I also decided to test with the watch by watchmaker. It will be much cheaper than to repair the consequences of the watch being not water resistant. And yeah, this is one of my favorites in my collection. Really nice orange Vostok Amfibia Reef. And if you want to get a modern version with the same dial but with black bezel inlay, just head to the websites, and the links are all in the description. Now I would like to look at the blue one. This one has a reference number 080502. Also the same amphibia. It has some signs of wear on the crystal. I cannot polish this because it's mineral crystal. Really nice preserved inlay from the bezel. Also clicks quite nice. Of course, not as modern as the marker braids nowadays, but it's okay. Also calendar window, and here you can see how it glows in the dark. It might look good on the photo, but in the reality it gets dark really fast, and it's not good. For modern diving watch, it's a no-go to have such bad luminous paste. And if you think of the price of the watch, I think they should have done a better job. And yeah, the crystal is all original. Bracelet also quality of the bracelet is also really good. The buckle is in a better condition than the one from me, because this watch was bought recently from a collector. I bought this blue reef because I couldn't get my hands on the black one because it was marked as sold. I saw the ad only like 5 or 6 hours after it was published, and someone already bought the black one, but at the end the buyer changed his mind, and that's why you can see this beautiful, very rare black amphibia reef, all original except the strap. Of the strap, I will show you the strap in a minute. Now you can see how it glows in the dark. Well, glows, it's not glowing, it's ridiculous if you ask me. And I like the black calendar, it looks really good. The numbers are also pretty thick. The white color on the calendar is not too thick. The quality of the inlays is also quite good, and here you can see the bezel dot, which is in perfect condition. They tend to fall apart. Well, the lume part on the modern amphibians, we have a problem that the whole part falls away, and then you can have a hole in the bezel, which looks not really good. We have the same case, but this case has a major difference because the drill holes for the strap are a little bit far away from the case compared to another two amphibians I just showed you. And if you look at it, they probably made this because they saw after producing that this will cause a lot of people to give the watch back, because the strap will be destroyed in the middle by the case, because the quality here is not as good, and it's almost the same, as bad as the $70 normal Vostok Amfibia, the classical one. That's why they made holes a little bit far away. If you try to mount the original Vostok Amfibia Reef from first generation, the bracelet, you can mount it, but it will turn because it was created for another drills. This is really pity, because on the bracelet this would look pretty cool too. It also misses the serial number. The strap was made by yuranstraps. I like it a lot. It fits perfectly to the watch. It has a little bit different design as the original one, original strap. I have original strap too. Unfortunately, the seller didn't send me this as it was with the original buckle. I don't know which buckle this watch had. I hope it had a buckle with this amphibia logo, but anyway, I don't have it. The quality of the strap is not so high, and you can see that it was in use. And at the moment there are spring bars from Miltat strap cord bracelet. They're really thick. Originally this watch came with this metal elements where this small spring bars were mounted inside. I threw this away and just took a really nice spring bar. The strap also misses one of these parts. The seller didn't give it to me, but I think I will not use the original strap anyway, because I have such a really nice handmade strap for this watch. And as a bracelet option, I have this guy here. This is a strap cord bracelet, Super or Boyer it's called, 20 millimeters, especially for these 2.5 millimeters thick spring bars, and it has the model number MT023. Here you see Miltat, and it matches to the watch pretty good. It's not glossy as a case, it's brushed, but I think it's better, because if it would be completely glossy it wouldn't look so good on the bracelet. At the moment it's mounted on the strap, and let me just show you quickly how it looks. I think it looks pretty awesome. Yeah. And that's it for today. I hope you liked those amphibia reefs from first generation. If you tend to buy a modern second generation of Vostok Amfibia Reef, you can get them by following the links in the description. I hope you liked the video. I wish you a very pleasant evening, and I wish you good and nice and waterproof watches. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.